Hola, hola. We are here back in Tinto Time with Alejandra and Dana, and I'm very excited to have Daniel Woolley today with us. He's a personal trainer with more than 20 years experience as a personal trainer, transforming lives. Very excited to have you here, Daniel.
Thanks
Thank you so
for having
much.
me. Thank you. How you doing? Good?
Excellent, thank you. By the way, he's my personal trainer. Been training with Dani for over 12 years. The most disciplined and dedicated person I know in my life. Happy to have you here to discuss a little bit about wellness, self-love, and transformation. This is what is Tinto Time about. So, as I understand, you started your career 20 years ago, and you moved to Dubai 2008.
Yeah.
So it's been a long journey. What drew you to start and to join this career?
Well, I think that when I was younger, around 14 years old, I was always very slim, and I wanted to pack on some size to fit clothes that fit me, even though now I'm wearing baggy clothes. But back then, you wanted tighter clothes, being a youngster. And I think from the age of 14 to maybe 17, I really pushed hard into the gym. Maybe gained like 15, 20 kilos. And my friends saw the change in me and wanted to incorporate that in their lives as well. So I trained those for maybe a year or so, and seeing the results on them and how happy it made them made me want to focus on that as a career. So I kind of naturally went into that. I think a lot of guys naturally go into the gym. Maybe they don't take on as a career, but I just found my cause and calling in there, and been uphill ever since in the fitness.
And then you start, I believe, getting your trainings, your education.
Yeah, I did my education and my trainings. Then, like I said, moved to Dubai in 2008. Worked 2 years at Fitness First. I think that was everyone's gateway to Dubai as a fitness professional back then.
Yeah.
And then set up my own company, and everything is in the past for that now. So
you have been 20 years, almost 18 years in Dubai. You have run your own fitness company. You have been doing from personal training to boot camps, and even I understand that you went into corporate business as well. So you were helping companies to help the staff, employees to be more healthy. And
we trained big corporations like GlaxoSmithKline, Seadrill, Oil Rig. There's a few others, but they'd hire us, and we'd go in at lunchtimes, before work, after work, to do an hour session for their employees, and we did that for many years.
That's incredible, because actually for me as a business owner and leader in my team, I think that actually helps a lot employees to have that hour of entertainment.
It de-stresses them, and then they can go back and be more focused,
Exactly.
So,
maybe we should implement it for Colombian.
I'll do it.
Since 2008, how have you seen the change in Dubai in fitness?
Good question. I guess when I first came here, we had, I believe, just mainly the Fitness First as gyms, and social media wasn't a big thing back then, obviously. Golf, I think, was all else I saw here. There was a lot of golf. But the main thing I've seen change is Dubai really pushed fitness into every corner that I could possibly see in a city. Like, take now, for example, you have the marathons on Sheikh Zayed Road, that they shut an entire road down for a marathon. You have boot camps, you have running clubs all the way down, what's the beach here? Kite Beach. Down Kite Beach all day long. I've never seen so many gyms in such a small space. Individual gyms as well, packed full of personal trainers. They push everything. And you have that month, right, in November, I believe it's November, where they do the 30-day challenge for the government. So they're always pushing fitness in every corner of Dubai, and that I've never felt in a city that I've lived before. So I think Dubai is the fitness capital of the Middle East. They have literally everything you want here. They do a good job.
That's amazing. Yeah, I always mention to people that have some fear about coming or moving to Dubai, I always say, Dubai is amazing, or UAE, that offers everything to everyone. for single people, for families, so a lot of kids activities, a lot of family activities, a lot of fitness activities, as you well say. So
events as well. They have
events, social life. So it's really an amazing country to be living in, definitely. But the fitness side is being improving so much. And we have seen the change for sure.
Yeah.
So after so many years in the industry, what do you think helps people to keep consistent in the fitness journey? And what you personally, Danielle, that I know very well how consistent you are, what keeps you motivated to have that healthy lifestyle?
Yeah, well, I mean, if I just take yourself, for example,
Me?
No, me actually.
Oh my
sorry,
God.
myself. Sorry, should I say? How do you feel after? Actually, let's take you. How do you feel after you train?
Every time I stop for some reason, it's difficult to go back, right? Like the first sessions are a bit harder. But when I'm back again to the routine, I actually want to book more sessions. And why? Because that's the only hour I have for me, Alejandra. That's the only hour I block my mind. I'm not thinking about anything for work, okay, sometimes. But it's my hour, it's my time, right? And when I finish and I shower, I feel more energetic. I feel, I feel energy.
Exactly.
And I feel like rewarded that I have done something for me. I love it.
Yeah.
And I have been always doing, working out since very young age, like 14 years. Me too, I love it. I was always into it. So it's just something I'm passionate, but I'm not that consistent as you know, as I wish. So that's something I would like to go more into details. What will help people like me or others that don't even go to the gym to be motivated to start doing it?
To start it?
To start or to be consistent?
Well, I mean, to be more consistent, you've got to, if you're in a place where you're not fit and you want to get fit, and whatever it may be, your health, you've had something in your life where you need to change and get into that, that should be a driving factor to get into it and maintain a certain lifestyle. I mean, we should all be moving every day. You don't want to be stagnant. When you're stagnant, you get stiff, you get lethargic, you get depressed. So just going to the gym alone, the hormonal release, the dopamine release, and how it makes you feel should help you keep consistent in the gym, because you want to get to those good feelings all the time, right?
What keeps you motivated to be consistent?
What keeps me motivated?
Yeah, Danielle. In a personal level, what keeps you motivated?
How I feel when I leave the gym, or how I feel when I train. You know, it's like, even if I'm on holiday for 2 weeks, I have to go to the gym. It hasn't got to be every day, but at least every other day, because it makes me feel good. I feel like I've achieved something, you know, and I like to fulfill that I'm fit and healthy and start the day with a workout. I'm a morning person, so I like to get out the way in the morning because I feel like it sets you up for the day properly. So that keeps me motivated, in check, and I like to get stronger. I mean, everybody likes to feel strong, right? And there's nothing worse than lifting shopping bags out of a car that you can't lift, right? If you can lift those easy, then if you can do things in life that are easy, it's...
But let's say a person like you have already the mindset of fitness. But let's talk about most of the people that they're sitting at home, they're watching TV, they're lazy, they're having some popcorn while watching TV.
Yeah.
So how can we help them to understand the importance, or what would you advise them to start this journey?
Well,
it makes a whole
obviously
difference.
what you're doing, sitting at home all day, maybe bad eating, that you're building a problem in your system that might not have triggered yet. And I mean, you should be getting into health and fitness. I mean, you see it everywhere around social media, on TV, whatever you may be watching. And to help people get into it, I don't know, maybe hire a personal trainer. You need accountability. Because if you don't have accountability, what are you... it's just hard to stay on track. You can download an app, you can say, I'm going to cook healthy meals. Take a meal plan, for example. If you pay somebody to cook you meals and have them delivered to your door, you're going to eat those meals 9 times out of 10. You might have, you know, a cheat meal, whatever, but it's the point that you've paid someone to do that, you've got accountability to that, and it keeps you on track. It's very hard for people to keep on track that have not been on track. And having accountability for, like I said, like a personal trainer is really going to help someone.
That helps.
Yeah, it helps.
That helps, because you feel the commitment.
Yeah.
That's.
I mean, yeah.
I'm
because
one of those cases. I
Yeah,
need to
I mean-
have a booking with my personal trainer, so I feel committed to it.
Yeah, and
Otherwise, I will have excuses all day.
And even you see like multiple apps online, people are still not committed on those apps, even though they've paid for the app, because they haven't got to meet that person face to face. It's in their own time and they do it on their own terms. But if you pay someone and you have a schedule and you have to meet that person,
Yeah.
you're going to be more committed to come in.
Accountability. I
Even
like
if
that.
even if it's just like for your first month, just to get a flow into the gym, a lifestyle.
Correct.
It's worth paying that as an investment, and then you can be on your way. Yeah.
Excellent. Social media can be a double-edged sword. We see in daily basis trainers or apps advising that you can get fit in 15 days, grow your gluteus, be another person basically in 15 days. What do you think about that?
I mean, I think you even know the answer to that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, we all know it's rubbish. I mean, a good body takes a long time to build. A very long time to build, and I mean, the only shortcut you're really going to see with a lot of people is plastic surgery. It's the only shortcut that you're going to see.
Actually, I have a story about it because last year when I did my plastic surgery, of course I was on my best time again, like super skinny, the shape I wanted, everything right, because Dr. Alfredo Hoyos did an amazing job. And then I come to Dani, I start training, I think around a month and a half after. And then I asked Dani how long it will take me to build again, like, to tone and to be where I want to be. And he's like, 1 year. I'm like, what? What? I'm already skinny, So yeah, this is just a story to make a bit of fun here, but it takes time. It's not possible to build fitness in 15 days. And even if you reach certain goals, because maybe that person has a great technique, whatever, it's a matter of maintaining.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, and one thing I'd like to point out is that even if people do plastic surgery, I'm not against it, but what people need to understand is that it doesn't replace healthy habits, and people need to introduce healthy habits consistently throughout their lives, because they're just going to go back in that full circle again, get fat, maybe do plastic surgery again, get fat, and it's just,
Yeah, actually I remember you were against plastic surgery somehow, and then because you are a very healthy person, and then when you saw my results, you really understood that it's a shortcut that helps also to motivate.
Motivate, exactly, yeah, that.
It's more about that. It helps to motivate to start a lifestyle, but if you don't continue as a habit, and then you get weight again, and then you are back to the same thing you were before. And it's hard, like personally for the last period after my plastic surgery, I have been more consistent with my food, with my exercises, but still, right, it's something that you need to learn the habit. It's not gonna be the final solution in your life, right?
Yeah.
So now let's talk about another things that we can do a part of our workout that will help us to achieve the result we want, like massages, like detoxing treatments, like we do in Colombiana, slimming and contouring, or even to be assisted by some technology to help in that process. How do you see it?
So,
And be honest.
Yeah, so for me, I mean, massage straight away. I have a masseuse that comes once a week. I mean, people that train, when you train, you stimulate muscle fiber and you break down the muscle. And when the muscle grows back, you can get small adhesions in the muscle. It can hold toxins, stress, tightness. And having a massage once, twice a week can stimulate blood flow to there, pull out toxins, relieve the stress. And that's only going to, in turn, give you more opportunity to train harder in the gym, because you can get somebody that can come work out, and if they train 3 days in a row, they might be so tired and stiff afterwards that they can't do anything more. Where if you go for a massage and you drain out the you eliminate stress with massage.
Yeah. And toxins.
Yeah, and toxins. You're just basically helping that body recover. And the older we get, the more we need this. You know, when we're kids, we can run and jump around every single day and not get stiff. But as we get older, we build up more toxins. We build up more stress in our bodies. So eliminating those on a weekly basis or bi-weekly basis means we can go more frequently to the gym, train harder, and get back on the wagon, basically. So yeah, I always tell my clients, incorporate it at least once a week. Whether they do or not, that's up to them, because like a lot of people don't, but
And that's something important about recovery. You always talk to me about the importance of sleeping hours. Let's talk a little bit about it.
100%. Sleeping hours is king. Good topic.
Why?
Recovery.
I never thought
Our
that.
bodies only recover when we sleep. In fact, you only, fitness professionals, we know you only grow, recover when we sleep. And when we don't get adequate sleep, you might wake up next day and feel more puffy. Inflammation is on your body. You've come into the gym sometimes and you felt like a potato, right? Because you're a little bit puffy and you're like, oh God, what's happened today? And I'm like, well, you went to bed at 3 a.m. So, sleep is really important, and getting a good sleep pattern is important. So, going to bed at the same time and waking up at the same time is extremely important. The circadian rhythm. Yeah,
so to have like a routine even on the timings.
Timings, yeah. It's called circadian rhythm. So this is, I think it's extremely important. The literature's out there. It's very, very important to keep that rhythm going. If you fly somewhere and you come back and you're jet lagged and you're all out of sync, you feel grotty, you're not getting that cycle, and you have to get back into that cycle and keep that cycle. And you'll get tremendous recovery. You can, again, come into the gym the next day or do whatever you're doing with full energy.
So what happens in our body when we don't sleep well?
We don't go into a full recovered state. Like all the processes that go on overnight, anything, your organs, all the functions and everything, the processes that go on, you're not going to get that maximum potential. So imagine getting half battery and then waking up the next day and trying to go to work on a half battery, like your phone's going to die after it by 1 p.m. and you're going to feel very, very tired. So people will sleep eventually. Like you might have like 3-4 days in the week, and then you might crash at the weekend and be like, my God, I slept like 13 hours or something like that. But if you consistently sleep 7 to 8.5 hours each day, depending on what your needs are, but I always recommend about 7.5, 8 hours. If you do that consistently every day, you'll never need more than that. You'll never get midday really and feel all groggy and need another sleep. So this is why sleep is so important.
Excellent. Dubai has changed a lot over the years. Do you see people more health conscious at the moment?
Yes, of course, 100%. But I don't think that's due to Dubai changing over the years. Even though it has and it promotes fitness everywhere, I think it's more down to social media. We see everything on our Instagram, people into fitness and looking amazing. Every time you look on Instagram, there's, people with the perfect body, and I think people want to look good these days, everything's online and out there, and we want to look good. So yeah, that has pushed people more into taking care of themselves and getting into fitness.
I will also give a little bit to COVID, actually. I felt, maybe I'm wrong, but I felt that during COVID and afterwards, people were more conscious about health and fitness. Because we were bored, right, at home during that period. So many people start doing some exercises at home, which they were not doing before.
Yeah. I definitely felt the weaker people got attacked harder with COVID. People that weren't into their fitness or good eating and these kinds of things and had bad habits in their life, smoking, drinking.
Correct.
These were the ones that were maybe ended up in hospital, like my friends and stuff. But I didn't really find too many personal trainers or fitness people got too sick. But that's just my take on it.
Yeah. So. What advice would you give to someone that is unsure to start their fitness journey?
Don't feel shy about starting a gym. I find that people in the gym are some of the most friendliest people. And the biggest guys in there, actually, the biggest people, they're usually the most friendliest. The ones that are in the most shape, should I say. So the only way is up once you start. You're at the point you are now in life, so once you start your fitness journey, you're only going to get fitter, stronger and healthier. So everything is a plus. The only way is up, right? So that would be my advice.
So for busy professionals that have no time to work out, what will be a simple and effective strategy you would advise?
I wouldn't say it's a strategy, I'd say it's a mindset change. Everyone always has the excuse, I'm too busy. I've trained a few people. I'll give you one example. I have a client, his name's Scott. He is a father of 3. Now, he gets up in the morning, he takes his kids to school, he comes to the gym after the drop-off, he gets his hour workout done, and then he goes on and does his busy day. And he's a partner in a big firm, so he has an extremely busy day. Another example, I don't know the lady personally, I don't train her one-to-one, but I spoke to her. She comes in before She does a 5 till 6 a.m., which is it's hard for people, and she has kids as well. And she drops them off after she's done her workout and then does her 9 to 5, 9 to 6, whatever she works. So it's about prioritizing what you want in life. We can all go out for a drink after work and spend the hour there having a drink at a bar or whatever you do in your social time. But when we prioritize the right things, that's how you incorporate it.
Yeah, you're right. I'm actually one of those persons, right? Always running around, super busy, messy schedule. I'm a single mom. I have a business, which actually is 2 businesses. So it's easy. It's not easy, right? But I learned after so many years to put it in the calendar.
I was going to say the calendar. How long did
For
it take
10
you?
years, he advised me to put it in the calendar. I never did it. So that was the first step. So now it's in my calendar. And no matter what, that time I respect it. So I will always book my meetings before, after. Of course, if there is something major, has to be arranged, but I will not cancel. I will just reschedule.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of to take a decision. That's it. Time, we can always make time.
100%.
So Dani, thank you so much for sharing with me today. I know how hard it is for you to go into public speech.
Thanks.
And I really appreciate, because I know how knowledgeable you are. That's the reason I wanted you to be here. I have seen personally my own results with Dani over the years. Always his persistence on helping me to be persistent, his patience, and I think that's something very important, to find a partner as personal trainer that really helps you to understand that, and that also understands that sometimes we have up and downs, and he's just there, and that's what has made the difference with Daniel. He has been always there for me, to support me, to understand why not, okay, let's come back, let's start. So I personally believe that a personal trainer really helps to start the journey for whoever is doubting or thinking how to start. I will advise that, at least for a short period, to get some routine. For me, I need him always. Always I will not come back to the gym. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the time and your knowledge and the tips you have gave today.
Thank you for having me. I enjoyed it. It's been fun.